In this episode, I answer another viewer request about motivation. Hello and welcome to Axe Tuts, the show where I share with you what I know about guitar playing, music theory and more. One of my regular viewers, Schlemmer XXX, asked to cover the topic of motivation, what it means for a guitarist, how to make targets and what to expect from practice. First off, everyone's reason and motivation is going to be different, and I think that's where you need to start. Identify the reason you're playing your instrument. Think about what it was that made you pick it up in the first place. I would say that's the root of your motivation, and something that you never let go of. Then, what is it that you want to achieve? Whether it's a long-term goal like mine, and the reason I started making these videos, is to study the guitar and music theory more intensely, committing it to memory and enabling myself to use that knowledge to eventually create music that is an expression of me. I want to be able to just let that flow instead of getting hung up on technique or theory. Or it could be a more short-term goal, like being able to play a particular song. Whatever it is, you should picture yourself doing it. Imagine yourself playing with ease perfectly. That's the first step to be able to achieve it, imagining and believing you can. Then comes the practice. Personally, I love practicing my guitar, and most of my time I spend on scales, arpeggios and techniques, which I know some people find to be quite boring or arduous. But I enjoy it, because I know it's increasing my ability to play the guitar, which is what I want. Of course, there are times when I'm working on something and I get discouraged. I'm not able to make something sound the way it should or the way that I want, and I even start getting annoyed at myself or doubting myself. It's at those times that I need to think back to my goal. Go back to that vision of playing the way that you want, and that will give you the drive to get through it. If it's a song you're learning, break it down into bite-sized chunks. When I was learning a solo or a song with my teacher, he would make me go through it one bar at a time. Learn one bar, then the next, then play them together, and then learn the next, and so on. Eventually you will learn the whole song. Keep practicing it once you've got through the whole thing, and eventually you'll be playing it just as you envisioned. In terms of the amount of time you put in, it's quite hard to say that with a certain amount of hours a day you'll be this good. There are way too many variables, but basically you will get out as much as you put in. I would just say try to work methodically as I've suggested. If you're just noodling around playing random riffs or bits of songs that you like, you're never going to learn that one song that you want to or be able to play the way that you want. One thing I would say is it's beneficial to try and practice at least once a day if you can. I don't think there's anyone out there that wants to learn the guitar that can't set aside at least half an hour or an hour to practice. Just don't watch a movie that you were thinking of watching or switch off the TV or skip a meal. It's really about doing the thing that you love, and you should enjoy the journey just as much as the final goal. If you don't, you're probably not really going to enjoy it at all. I hope this answers that request. If you found this video helpful, please hit the like button and share it with your friends. If you have any questions, comments or suggestions, please leave them in the YouTube comment section or on twitter.com/RayGeorge.